All clear. Dispatch, enjoy your ride.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Theme Park Tempo. I'm here today in Kissimmee, Florida, at the Fun Spot Park. Here, it's been quite the time since I've given you a full park tour. I showed you Mind Blower recently, but I'm going to take you around the whole entire park today. We are in the brink of a hurricane hitting in the next day or so we're going to buckle down. But yeah, it seems to be pretty empty, so I shouldn't have any trouble getting on any of the rides today. So let's go have some fun here at Fun Spot in Kissimmee, Florida. Now, latest news here at Fun Spot in Kissimmee is this spinning wild mouse known as Galaxy Spin. Recently a 6-year-old kid fell off because they decided it was a good idea to stand up while the ride is in motion. Now, since then the kid had been taken to the hospital, and from what I've gathered, the family isn't too happy and they're trying to go after the park, which I don't think they'll have anything, because I'm pretty sure here, somewhere, riders must be able to support their head, neck, back, and upper body without assistance. Right there, yeah, you're not going to get anywhere. Just that alone. Secure all loose articles. Right here is the biggest one. Second line. Remain seated in an upright position while this ride is in motion. Yeah, it seems like it's lack of parenting, or it's a kid who doesn't understand, and it's, yeah, not the park's fault, but unfortunately the ride is closed until further notice, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest coaster, but it's still an option for a coaster here at Fun Spot. This ride has been operational for quite some time now, so it's definitely not the ride's fault. I don't blame the park at all. I blame bad parenting, honestly. And overlook at the world's tallest sky coaster. Probably won't be doing that today, although I only get it for $10, so it's not the worst case in the world for it. I do enjoy it. Here's a blast. Got the Screaming Eagles here off to the left. Gonna take a loop around, definitely gonna ride a Mind Blower, maybe a Hurricane in the back, maybe a go-kart or two. So the classic Screaming Eagles, you can just turn your own direction and control your vehicle's kind of how it turns. Now, fun fact about Fun Spot here in Kissimmee, Florida, you don't have to travel all the way to the Magic Kingdom to get a Dole Whip. You can come right here and get yourself a Dole Whip, well, when it's open at least. But they do serve Dole Whips here. It's not open today, it's during the week, but that's always fun. There's a kiddie coaster credit off to the left here. And it looks like Mind Blower is operational, so I'm gonna give a ride on her now. Now, when I first rewrote Mind Blower, the ride operator told me it's gonna be 10 miles an hour faster. I didn't really believe him until I wrote it, and it's definitely faster with the new track. I really just wish they did the whole track over. Would have been phenomenal. But it's still a great coaster here nonetheless, and definitely is improved since their partial retrack on it. If you do come to Fun Spot during the week, you'll notice a lot of the chances and a lot of like the actual other food beverage stands are closed just because it is so slow during the week. They still have offerings, but not as much as they would on the weekend. Alrighty guys, we are here on Mind Blower. Time to get our minds blown on Mind Blower. Got a back row ride. Like I said, you're not supposed to, they don't let you take your GoPro on, but some rules are meant to be bent. Ooh, looks like they painted the Red Lobster over to the right. Something you only really recognize if you come here often. There we go, guys. One of the best coasters in Florida, in my opinion. You see downtown Disney Springs from here. There we go, going down. Wow! Upside down. Whoa, blackout moment there. Very nice. I love the turns on this train. It really is superb. Lovely big drop. Lovely big turn all around. Gravity Group does put us some very solid water roller coasters. Yeah, honestly, it's such an improvement since the partial retrack. Although, like I said, there are parts that still, in my opinion, could have used retrack, and they just didn't. But it is a much better coaster now. Absolutely brilliant. Mind blowing here in Fun Spot in Kissimmee. Oh, are they going to fancy me a go-kart ride here on the Chaos track? Now, Fun Spot in Atlanta was really cool and they let me film on ride. Unfortunately, they don't here, and that's not the case. But they'll let you film on the Mind Blower and the Hurt roller coasters. But for some reason, not here. I don't get it, but it's just the park policy. Still a fun go-kart track, nonetheless. Rock and roll here. One heck of a time here on the Chaos track. I raced against this other person, and it was just one-on-one. And this little 7-year-old kid beat me. Whatever, though, you know. It's because I'm a much bigger person, and my body weight weighed the car down, so made the car slower. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah. Now, I have had the burgers from here. They're actually really, really good for, actually exceptional for theme park burgers. When I hear the empanadas are delicious here as well, got to get those in the world one day. But yeah, New York Burgers Company, nice place to grab a quick snack. Other than the pizzeria over there, there's really only 2 options for food here at Fun Spot. Although there's plenty in Old Town, which is where I work. So if you want to come visit me, I bartend over at Sun on the Beach. We can talk theme parks and all that good jazz. But yeah, I'm not going to be venturing there today. I'm going to take more of a lap around. Now the newly themed Music Express. It was back in the day, the bobsled, the Matterhorn bobsled. It wasn't actually the Matterhorn like in Disneyland, but that was a theme type of ride. Almost the same style ride, except those cars swung freely back and forth. This is just a Himalaya. Essentially with the Music Express, the Rock and Roll Express, as I should call it. So the hot seat is an S&S Power Swing here. Similar to Serengeti Flyers over at Busch Gardens. But good to know, you have to weigh less than 6,400 pounds or you can't ride. There is a weight limit of 6,400 pounds on this ride. So yeah, not sure that's applicable to anybody in the world, but just in case you're watching, you're over 6,400 pounds, unfortunately you won't be able to ride. Now that area we walked around, passing the bumper cars, passing my boat and the go-kart tracks, and back around we'll take you to Galaxy Spin where we first entered over there. For one of the entrances. Now, a lot of people don't know this when they come to Fun Spot Kissimmee, is that there's a bunch of other attractions in just this area. Over here you can see on the left the Vomitron and the Slingshot. Those are not Fun Spot attractions. Those are Slingshot, which is a separate company. Those are their attractions. Those are pay-per attractions. Only not good with your Kissimmee or Orlando Fun Spot wristband. However, though, if you're walking into Old Town, you can make a right and go all the way to the front and hit up the Ferris wheel that is included in your Fun Spot bracelet, or you can make a left and head all the way down, and there's about 5 or 6 rides. There's a tilt-a-whirl, there is a carousel or merry-go-round, I forget, and then there's another roller coaster back that way called Hurricane, which I'm gonna hit up and take a ride on Hurricane. So yeah, just left that main area of Fun Spot, made a left down towards Old Town. And you can see what I'm talking about with all the rides in here. I know I said I wasn't going to Old Town today, but I wasn't giving you the tour of Old Town is what I should have meant to say. Yeah, I'm gonna hit these. It does look like to be a carousel, actually. Yeah, it's very nice. And here they have the parachute right off to the left, a carousel in the middle, tilt-a-whirl off to the right. I believe a little frog hopper. Yeah, a little frog hopper drop screamer type ride here. So you have 4 extra bonus rides in the back. Tilt-a-whirl, classic carnival ride, one of my favorite flats of all time. I'm here for the Hurricane, which I've actually been on 3 models of these. One in Seaside, which actually unfortunately got washed into the ocean during the hurricane in New Jersey. One over in, Fun Spot Atlanta, almost the same exact model. Not completely the same, but very, very similar. And now this one, Hurricane. Ironically, all named after a hurricane and went down. One of them went down during a hurricane. And we're supposed to get a hurricane here in just 48 hours. Alrighty, here we go. Just waiting for the ride attendant. They do rotate ride attendants, so I'm assuming once the tilt-a-whirl ride is over, somebody will come over here and help me out on the Hurricane. Just waiting on the tilt-a-whirl to be over. You want to get some rides in during like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is great to go to Fun Spot because literally there's maybe about 50 people in the whole park right now. There's if that, like literally if that. And it's gonna get a little more crowded at night, but it's about 5:30 right now on a weekday. Disney Universal are just as crowded. You want less crowds? Here's a place to come to. I mean, obviously nowhere near the caliber as far as theming attractions are concerned, but they do have a lot of fun rides here, absolutely for sure. Alright guys, we're here on Hurricane. Ready to get rocked like a hurricane right before a hurricane, on Hurricane. Now, honestly, from what I remember recently going on the one in Atlanta, that is way, way smoother and nowhere near as bumpy as what Atlanta is. But yeah, they maintain it. It's nice. Nice first drop. Wonderful turn right there. Lots and lots of G-force. Not 90, but I say about 75 degrees. Yeah, nicely banked turn there. A nice but very small carousel nonetheless. Alrighty, folks, back on the beacon path, making our way down from Hurricane. Having a fun spot on the right, gonna head towards the Ferris wheel and give that a good old ride. It's been a while, been also, I'm pretty sure over a year since I've actually been on this Ferris wheel. So let's go see some great views of Old Town and the surrounding area we could get. And right up here, you're gonna see the two slingshot attractions I was telling you about earlier, the Vomitron and the Slingshot. Both great rides, but yes, Vomitron costs you about 20 a rider, and it's about 30 for a single rider on the Slingshot, 50 for a duo. So they are expensive attractions if you want to do both. Yeah, making our way to the one fun spot attraction around this way, which is the Ferris wheel. Let's give this a whirl. Do not wear tire scars or willingness. There's a strict no smoking policy on the Ferris wheel in case you wanted to light up. Don't do it on the Ferris wheel. Although back in the day when we were teenagers and back when I used to smoke, my brother and I were at Six Flags, and on the Sky Ride we might have lit up a cigarette or two. Don't tell anybody, shh. But now we follow rules at theme parks. Very nice. Some nice views going up and around here. Wonderful, wonderful scenic view of the Burger King in the parking lot right next door. And behind that, if you look closely, you can see a Red Lobster. And just in the yonder distance, you can see a McDonald's. Really cool though, right across the street from Old Town and Fun Spot, they have World Food Trucks, which just not in the front, there is a whole parking lot in the back. Must be at least 40, 50 food trucks. If we get high enough, you'll be able to see. I don't think we're going to get high enough now because we're at the apex now of the wheel. Here you get a nice view of all of Orlando. See Disney off to the left, Swan and Dolphin right out that way. My apartment's literally, you make a right at the light, and my apartment's right next to that big hotel right there. So I'm close to all the fun. And it looks like we are being stuck at the top for the person on the ground level. I want to get a nice view of Mind Blower about to take a drop down this drop. You can hear that roar from here, wow. That's a nice roar. Great, great views. Nice breeze up here too. It's not that hot. Alrighty. We started to move again. Not sure we're gonna get another rotation if she's still warming up the ride here. We'll see shortly. Looks to me as I'm going around at least one or two times more. Very nice. It's a cloudy, overcast day. Not nowhere near as hot as it would be if the sun was out, so I'm a little bit thankful for that. And as I say that, the sun looks like it wants to come out. Yeah, there it is, peeking. Also, right next to the World Food Trucks, if you want to shoot machine guns, it's very expensive, but you can shoot machine guns at Machine Gun America right there. It'll cost you about 120 bucks or so for about a half hour, but it is a blast and worth it. It's simply a once-in-a-lifetime thing if you've never done anything like that before either. Now, I'm not sure if you can see all the way off in the distance that big orange. That's actually Orange World. You can find all different types of oranges, all different types of orange juices, which apparently is more than one type of orange juice. I never knew that until I went into World of Orange. You can buy orange seeds to plant orange trees with, all that good jazz. Very touristy, but fun even if you live around and you've never been here. I believe that's going to be all she wrote now. At least one more rotation here. Love a good old Ferris wheel. And that's going to be a wrap today, guys, here from Fun Spot in Kissimmee, Florida. Blast getting back to this park and taking you guys along with right before a storm hits and getting on some wonderful classic roller coasters, one of my favorites in Florida and Mind Blower. And just showing you what's around the area, going up on the Ferris wheel, that was a blast as well. Guys, always do me a favor, if you like this video, like and subscribe down below. Until then, we'll catch you guys next time.
I'll meet you at the Midway.